The Houthis, who have basically just run roughshod over important waterways over in the Middle East. And now he's saying, you know what? We're done with that. You're going to stop harassing U.S. vessels and other vessels. And there was, I'm just want to get the stats. Since October 2023, the Houthi rebels have attacked more than 100 merchant vessels and warships in the Red Sea with hundreds of missiles, drones, and speedboats loaded with explosives. And now Trump is fighting back, actually saying, you're not going to get away with this. We're going to put a stop to this. And also warning Iran, we know you're behind all of this, and we're going to hold you accountable. We know it's not just this rebel group. Now, interestingly, your friend and mine, Tucker Carlson, weighed in on this on Twitter and said the following: it's worth pointing out that a strike on the Iranian nuclear sites will almost certainly result in thousands of American deaths at bases throughout the Middle East and cost the U.S. tens of billions of dollars. The cost of future acts of terrorism on American soil may be even higher. Those aren't guesses. Those are the Pentagon's own estimates. A bombing campaign against Iran will set off a war, and it will be America's war. Don't let the propagandists lie to you. What do you make of this? Because there is a large portion of the MAGA base that is very non-interventionalist and does not want to saber rattle against Iran, even though they clearly are backing the Houthis. Trump is a little bit more, he's not a neocon, but he's a little bit more aggressive on like dropping the bombs on people like Soleimani than that wing of the party is. So how do you see this going?
The president is a masterclass of being unpredictable, and he's not ideological when it comes to foreign policy. That is the most important thing you must understand with President Trump, and that's why he's the best peace president and the most effective commander-in-chief of my lifetime, and probably since Dwight D. Eisenhower, where he doesn't come after it being from a very specific abstract worldview of we must be dovish or we must be hawkish. He looks at every independent situation, weighs and measures, and says what is best for the United States of America. I do sympathize with Tucker's view that a war with Iran would be totally would be terrible. And I think the president also agrees with that. By the way, the president not once has signaled, either in his campaign addresses, in his first term, that he wants a kinetic hot war with Iran. What does have some people worried is the mobilization of three aircraft carriers or naval ships towards Iran, towards the Strait of Hormuz, which is all about shipping lanes. I think that's perfectly justified.
Just to clarify that, our retaliatory strike on them, carried out by jets from the carrier Harry S. Truman, per Reuters on Sunday, at least 31 were killed. Keep going, Charlie. Right.
And so and I think that's the Houthi strikes, right? Not the ones on mainland Iran, if I'm not which have not happened and hopefully will not happen.